There are two sides to every story. This is how it really happened.
Pirates Queen's Quest is the first DLC campaign planned for Shantae Half Genie Hero. It's similar to the Shovel Knight DLC and recycles the base game with minor alterations and new mechanics. The DLC puts players in control of Shantae's nemesis, Risky Boots. It's worth knowing that the DLC takes place just before the final act of the main game. So if you wish to avoid spoilers, I recommend tackling the DLC after you beat the original game.
Everything was going exactly as planned.
The story this time around is rather limiting with no NPC characters to talk with. Risky pretty much works alone, and while there are some hilarious exchanges now and then, there isn't as much story or writing to enjoy like previous iterations.
Where should I search next? Let's get moving!
When you first start playing the DLC, you get a feeling of deja vu, perhaps too much. With Shovel Knight, Yacht Club Games did a great job of retooling the stages around the new mechanics in the DLC. This is true in Pirate Queen's Quest in some sections, but too much of the campaign is comprised of tackling the same platforming sections and same bosses again. The only new boss is the one at the very end.
You! Take this down!
The new mechanics like Risky's pistol and her special abilities are exploited in some sections, but the fact that many of Risky's abilities are pulled straight from Shantae and the Pirate's Curse doesn't make it feel particularly fresh or spontaneous for returning fans. It took me around 3 hours to 100% the DLC. I have to admit, I'm actually kind of disappointed with this DLC. Maybe that's because I hold Way Forward in very high regard. With Shovel Knight, the DLC did recycle assets, but it changed it up enough that it felt different, and more importantly, it was free until March 2017. With Pirate Queen's Quest, the DLC is $10 on Steam and recycles too much content to justify the price. The game also crashed on multiple times, 3 times during the final stage. I usually try to be balanced in my reviews, and when you look at the bigger picture, Pirates Queen's Quest isn't a terrible game. There just isn't enough new content to warrant the price point, especially for people like me that have played through Shantae Half Genie Hero multiple times. Maybe in a year's time when the original game has left your memory and the DLC is on sale, then it might be worth a look.